Hey, Michael. It is February 27th. I really appreciated your point about living in the future. There are a lot of cool technologies here. Yes, the Hubble and the James Webb. New techniques that they're using to get more information out of those telescopes, that's pretty amazing too. By other metrics, we live in the future too. Not even a generation ago, they thought communicators and pads would be the newfangled thing. And, if Star Trek is anything to go by, they thought that we wouldn't be operating on that level for another more than 100 years, even yet. And I'm recording this on a smartphone. One thing I'll say, though, is it turns out, in reality, technology moving this quickly leads neither to the utopia that Star Trek hoped for or maybe predicted, nor does it take you to a dystopian reality, although some people might argue with me about that now. Just as much as we do have the pad now and communicator, and they're all the same item, and it does many more things than what Star Trek predicted, we also have the computer, the voice-activated computer, that's Siri, Alexa, Hey Google, that sort of thing. Besides those useful technologies, we also have mass surveillance, metadata, police license plate scanners, and facial recognition software. There's apparently now a database held by a private company, by the way, which goes on social media and crawls for information and faces to correlate. There's no regulation of this. It could be abused. So it's not really horrible, neither is it really great. One thing that's yet to be seen is if we will hit sci-fi predictions for space travel. And there are things that we know now about space travel that we didn't know at the time of writing. Just the sheer distances and the speeds that you would need to cover those distances make space travel, as it's shown in like Star Trek, if warp drive could actually function, then it wouldn't be so much a question of how fast you have to go to get somewhere, and those distances could be covered in a reasonable amount of time, which would not affect your relation to time. Interesting that we're coming up against not just technological hurdles, but literally hurdles which are made up of physical limitations. What is even possible? So we'll see. There's promise there, though, too. SpaceX has the Starship system. Blue Origin has some cool systems. Boeing has been set back recently on their manned capsule project, but who knows, they might still be a player as well. We may well have manned space travel in something similar to what sci-fi imagined in the relatively near future, even if we can't go the distances that we imagined we would yet. Well, anyway, I hope your friend got in all right and your day is going great. I appreciated your last video, and I hope your hell week is not too hellish. I'll see you next time.